Hi, Nadia Zhiksimbayeva here from Chief Reinvention Officer. Very happy to see you here as you're joining us for another conversation on what it means to deal with change so that we can all ride the waves of change rather than be constantly crushed by them. Now, last week I asked you to post your challenges, to post your questions that you would like me to address in this weekly video. And one of the comments I got, or one of the questions I got is, how can I acquire this very rare and unique talent, the talent of reinvention? Because clearly I don't possess it. Every time I'm facing change, whether it's a small crisis or fundamental transformation, I'm just in complete shambles. And here is probably a surprise for you. You are already a reinventor, and not only you are a good reinventor, you have done it literally for thousands of times. You don't need to acquire change and reinvention talent. You just need to be uneducated. Or in other words, you always had your talent, but you were educated out of it. Let me illustrate. I travel all around the world. I also lived in Asia, in the United States, in Europe for very prolonged periods of time, at least 10 years in each of the respective continents. And wherever I am, no matter what political system, philosophical system, whatever economy I'm in, whatever culture I'm in, I always see exactly the same thing. No matter which school, elementary school I enter, I see exact same thing happening. And that is, wherever we are, we always teach our kids exact same thing from the very first day they enter school. Remember yourself on the first day of school? Or maybe you remember your child, your nephew, your little brother or sister, the first day of school? What did they learn? And what is that they're learning, that they're also learning in China and India? They're learning in Ghana, in Brazil, in Soviet Union, former Soviet Union, which is Kazakhstan or Ukraine or somewhere else. What are they also learning in Ohio, in Canada, in Argentina, and in Slovenia? They always learn the same exact thing. Have your guesses? Well, I'm sure you're thinking about things like mathematics or what was the name of a teacher, or maybe you guessed something else. But one thing that is in common in every single school on the planet is this. They learn how to sit still. Now, how did this happen? Why every school on the planet teaches kids exact same thing? And why do they teach us to sit still? The answer is simple. They teach us to sit still for 40 minutes so we can survive an 8-hour or 10-hour or 12-hour workday, and so that we can survive a 30, 40, 50-year career in the exact same company, in the exact same position. Why? Because for more than 100 years, the world was changing very slowly. Things didn't happen as quickly as they're happening today. So we needed our kids to start getting ready for the fact that what they know to do naturally from birth is no longer necessary. Have you ever met an unmotivated baby? A baby that is just not interested in change? Unless it's a tragic story and the baby is not well physically or psychologically, normal baby, every baby on the planet, love to reinvent. First they learn that they have hands. I remember when my daughter realized that she has hands, she was reinventing herself because she suddenly had 2 more tools that she didn't realize. Every time you went from one step to another, you sat or you ate your first pee, or you stood up for the first time, or you took your first step, you were reinventing yourself again and again and again. You did that all through your childhood until about age 5, 6, or 7. You entered school and your education started. They were educating you out of reinvention so that you're prepared to live in a very, very stable world that is very secure, that never changes, where you work your 8-hour shifts in your 40-year career in exact same company. The world is no longer the same. So you do not need to acquire this special and rare talent. You just need to reawaken what you already are. You are a naturally born reinventor. You were just educated out of it. Now, how can you do that? You start small. you start with a small assignment. So here's my call to you for this week. Write down, comment below, whether it's on Facebook or here on YouTube or wherever else, or on my blog. Write down, what is one thing you can do in the next 10 days that will cause you to reinvent? If it's only brushing your teeth with the left hand, if you have always done it with the right hand, that's already a step in the right direction, because that changes the pattern of your thinking, that changes how your brain will work, and probably you will get a little bit of toothpaste on yourself. That is the first point. But write down one thing you promise yourself to do in the next 10 days that will invite reinvention back into your life. You don't need a special talent of reinvention. You had it all along. I'll see you next week. Always happy to connect. See me at chiefreinventionofficer.com. Get in touch on Facebook. Share this wide and far. Very happy to have you here. Until next time.